let's start with you because you're a veteran. Or Jalen Slauson, let's start with you. Take me through the shot that you hit to tie it. I think that was in regulation. I don't know so much happened. Just take me through that shot and just take me through this experience. You knew this was going to be a game like this, but I don't think anybody expected a game like this.
Absolutely not. We knew it would be a good game. We knew it would be a street fight. Coach McMillan's a really good coach. And obviously they've got an elite guard in Quez, and they've got an elite big in Logan. And then you throw some pieces around them, like Stanton McCray and Marshall plays really hard. So they're a good team. And, obviously they're 8-0 for a reason. But we thought there were things that we could exploit, and we tried to do it. But back to the shot, late game, somebody had to shoot it. It came to me. I had a matchup that I liked, and I hadn't hit one. Felt like I was due. Shot it with confidence. All my teammates, my brothers, my coaches kept telling me to keep shooting. Jumped up there and banged it, similar to Marcus. Marcus airballed the shot before and hit the biggest shot of the night. So, we in the gym too much to hesitate.
JP, obviously a high-level point guard matchup. Just talk about, first of all, the challenge it is to defend Quez, and then secondly, I thought the three actually got you going when the shot clock was running down. And just talk about that.
Yeah, definitely, like you said, credit to their point guard. He's really good. At the end of the day, we kind of knew that he was going to do him. Like, he was going to get his numbers and stuff like that. So I just try to do my best at, containing him, finding his tendencies, trying to get him to force him to tougher shots. But now, like you said, he's good. And to the shot, I definitely think that kind of got me going. It kind of got the crowd going. So I think that was not only good for me in my game, but also good for the momentum of the game.
JP, it seems like the team is really coming together, and I can't help but think you're a big part of that, because in the Wofford game, where there were a lot of people foul trouble, a lot of things, going down, you got much more active offensively. You were just as active tonight, and I know you always show that, but you just seem like you weren't not confident, but your confidence is growing rapidly.
Mm-hmm. Like I say a lot, at the beginning of the season, my confidence wasn't where it was now. I mean, I can admit that, but my coaches and my brothers, my teammates, they've all told me to keep shooting. They know the guy that I am, and I've kind of just trusted it. It's been a long journey at the end of the day, but I'm honestly glad to where I am today.
I'll go on record and say that before this dude's out of here, he will be player of the year in this league. He's a tough matchup on both sides of the ball. I texted him last night, and I was really thinking about it, and there's not a point guard in the SoCon I'm taking over him. It's the best competition we played tonight, and I feel like JP won the matchup. He's really good, and he's just now scratching the surface of how good he's going to be.
You turned into a monster.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Jalen, it strikes me about this team, especially lately. You had 2 steals at Wofford Sunday, and you ended up with 96 points. And that's like a bread and butter for this program, is getting steals, getting points off steals, and transition and everything. And you won by 14 there. Tonight, Samford shoots 65% in the second half, and you found a way to win. It seems like, you and Mike have been through so many wins, but now everybody's learning different ways to win. Can you kind of speak to that and how, that's the bottom line, finding a way to win?
We spoke about it before. I'm not the most stable. Mike's really stable. JP is really stable. Marcus is, almost borderline stoic, but it's good for us. But so they're more level-headed, and every time stuff starts to go left or stuff's not right, they always just somebody grabs a huddle, says, "Hey guys, this is what we got to do to win. We got to sit down on D. We got to move the ball. Specifically game plan wise, this is what we got to do." And so it's not all just me and Mike. I wish I could say it was. That would be cool to say it was, but the coaches do a good job getting these young guys ready. And then obviously, got one of the best coaches in the country at our side.
It really meant like everybody's learning different ways to win, even when the script maybe doesn't go as you plan it.
Oh yeah, for sure. a credit to our talent as well as our coaching, our hard work. I mean, I think that's the bottom line. You know, coaches recruit guys who can come here and do multiple things. Like for a while today, we had Alex Williams at the 5, like just adapt on the fly and rock out.
Jalen, two of the bigger plays in that game were actually, a lot of people give you guys a hard time about defense, but when you had to make a play, you had a block on Marshall, and then Bothwell has the block at the end on Quez. I mean, those are two individual plays where you're matched up one-on-one. Could you just talk about the intensity it takes in that moment to make a play when you know that the outcome of the game literally probably hangs on each of those plays?
Yeah, I don't think our intensity can't change throughout the game. We always talk about playing to the standard, and so those are plays that we should be making regardless. I mean, obviously, towards the end of the game, they quote mean a little bit more. In actuality, they probably don't. But I would say there's more stress put on your brothers, your coaches, if you don't make the play that you're supposed to make. So Mike's supposed to win his one-on-one. I'm supposed to win my one-on-one. Like, that's the end of the story. As fifth-year guys, we got to do that. So,
just to comment on that, I want to say too, I feel like a lot of it is the trust that we built with one another. If for some weird reason, I don't know why, but at the end of the day, I know that I have to win my one-on-ones, but at the end of the day, like when I got blown by, I knew Slaw was coming from somewhere on the backside. Like, I think that attributes to our chemistry and our just brotherhood alone of having each other's back, and I think that's what makes our defense even better. And they're able to make plays like that.
Jalen, you were going into this game. You were a very important part because Garrett is out. You have been in foul trouble in 2 previous games, and Tyrese was back, but you were going up against Dye, and you came through. I mean, you have 2 fouls? I mean, that was a game where you checked all the boxes tonight.
Yes, sir. Just had to do my work early. Like you said, Logan's really good. Big-time matchups we live for. He presents a lot of problems, and he's Logan's gonna score his fair share of points. But just try to limit him best I can. Keep him off the glass. Limit his catches in the post, double him when he does catch it. But it's all just attention to detail at the end of the day.
Marcus, welcome, and a lot of people are going to remember the shot, and obviously, 2 of the more memorable plays you made tonight, I thought, were offensive rebounds off free throws. The last time they were in this building, disappointing overtime loss. Not a whole lot of offensive rebounds. It's 17 offensive rebounds tonight. I've noticed in these last 3 games that has been a key for you guys, has it not? Can you speak to that?
Yes, sir. Rebounding has definitely been a big key to our game, and with Samford, our coach has really been stressing that he felt like we could have definitely gotten a lot of old boards, and even before the game, coach was telling me I should have at least 5, and I think I finished with about 4 or 5. So, I mean, that was good. I was glad I was able to execute. And, my shot wasn't falling early on, so, I just tried to make an impact the best way I could by crashing. So, I'm glad it all worked out.
How hard is it because y'all are good, I think y'all lead the SoCon in foul shooting, so to concentrate and to get in there on missed free throws to get the boards. And that was a big, I think you ended up with 2 points on the first possession of overtime, but you were able to get 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And, that took a little chunk out of overtime.
Yeah, you just got to really just hunt for them. That's really it, especially when you feel like people are relaxing on the free throw line trying to take a play off. You just got to be really keyed in. That's really it.
Marcus, I thought you kind of exhibited the kind of confidence. Your shot wouldn't fall, but then you get another chance from the corner, and you didn't hesitate. Is there a point earlier in your career where you might have hesitated taking that shot, whereas you didn't tonight?
Most definitely, but, luckily these guys trust me enough to keep passing me the ball when they feel like I got a good, clean look, and that's what they did. And I just knew, and I was telling them I knew one was going to go in. I could miss 4 or 5 in a row, but I still got to shoot the next one because I know how much I'll be in here shooting. And so I'm just glad they were able to find me with some good looks, and that was just a great pass, great execution.
Good.
Thank you, guys.